Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a Tier 8 game and my Tier 7 Sims. This is going to be my Sims commentary. I'll probably have other videos with it. I tend to like Sims, and she's a really fun destroyer to play. She can really troll people. Going over the matchmaking, it's a light Tier 8 match. Looking at the threats to me, got a Cleveland. It's a threat to me, generally about 10 kilometers and in. Atlanta, probably a threat, I'd say about 8 kilometers and in. Perth can always be a really interesting, sneaky light cruiser, uh, smoking up just outside of a cap. You know, this thing can really kick your ass if you're not watching for it. This is a ship that I would constantly try to line up, preemptive torps around islands or something like that, where they'll pop their smoke screen just barely peeking behind an island, and uh, I think it does have a hydro, so even a hard target to torp. So Perth is always a pain in the ass on DD. Is kind of like not to the extent of a Belfast, but she's in that vicinity. Enemy Benson. Benson does everything better than a Sims. I mean, it's a tier higher, US, same line. You would just expect that Benson would outperform it, and she does. Jervis is, you know, another one. Just uh, really solid guns. This is kind of a really dicey fight with which one's gonna win in a knife fight. And it's probably one of those things that it's a lose-lose proposition for both of you because your ships are so evenly matched. And last one is a Farragut. I'll run over a Farragut if I spot one. Sorry, my cat's on crack. I spawn over at ACAP, and kind of the name of the game with Sims, she plays just like all of the other U.S. destroyers. Actually, if I had to say which destroyer she plays closest to, I would say Black without the radar. Um, and that's simply because she's got faster firing guns for her tiers than like Mahan. Um, and the torps on her, they're just like Black torps, where they're fucking sea mines. The only difference is uh, with Sims torps, they hit like fluffy pillows, and Black torps are basically thermonuclear weapons on par with the Japanese destroyer torpedoes. They're both one of those things that their torpedoes really are area denial weapons. Probably the only torps that I consider really area denial torps in the game, just because they're so slow that it's very ridiculous trying to take calculated leads on ships that can make 30 knots. You'll literally be aiming over half your screen away trying to lead those torps. I go on ahead and I dropped the smoke. I was anticipating that the Cleveland would push up here. He was the one calling for smoke. We've got a Graf Spee that does push up, but he fires his guns, he's going to be detected. Really, if this guy to do it correctly, you sit further back behind the smoke, so your smoke firing distance is not completely overextended. So as soon as this guy shoots, he's going to get detected, and that smoke screen's nullified. This Cleveland is, buddy humping a battleship, and I don't know what the hell that is. That's just shit gameplay right there. But anyway, I'm reversing back into the cap. They do have radar ships. They do have destroyers that will outspot me. So I am just playing careful. Just keep torping back towards my RPF. I don't know if there's, a destroyer creeping in. Could be the purse sitting there. It's kind of a whatever. And I noticed my Graf Spee is completely overextending. He's broadside to two battleships, the Falco Div, and yeah, he's about to die. He drives on the bad side of the island. You never want to have an island on your backside, keeping you, from being able to turn out away from the enemy. That's just fundamental misplay, and he's lucky he doesn't die immediately here. I do pick up the cap, and I'm thinking about smoking the guy. And I spot the Cleveland, and yeah, if I smoke him, he's just gonna get radared. So I'm just gonna bail out of here. I'm looking to see where this Scharnhorst is gonna go, and I'm just, calculating he's gonna go somewhere within there. He's gonna round the corner and turn out. Now, to note, right now I only have economic flags on this ship right now. Actually, there is a speed flag there. I get too close to that Scharnhorst. He picks me up, and it's just one of those things. He's so focused on that Graf Spee. I am just waiting. That's what I wanted to see. I got a flood on him, and I'm just gonna go to town on this guy. And again, this is bad RNG here. I mean, as many of these shells that I'm putting in, I just volley after volley with every round impacting that ship. And no fires at this point. This is just bad RNG. Finally get a fire. Honestly, with that few fires, AP would have been far better. U.S. destroyer AP is no joke on broadside ships. Just kind of looking right now to see if there's anything I can do to help out our West Virginia. West Virginia ends up nuking him, and you got the Gneisenau pushing in next. And again, I screwed this up. I should have torped in smoke and then turned out. But again, everybody's attention is focused over on the West Virginia, so I'm just gonna, go ham with my guns. And this is something that I feel that people undersell with Sims. She is an excellent harasser. She's probably one of the hardest destroyers in the game to hit. She's got, pretty ridiculous range, 12.9 kilometers. You've got a 500 meter turning circle. You've got, guns with what, 2.7 second reload. 2.8. Yeah, she's got a lot of, there's a lot of benefit to this ship. And just getting out there, 9 kilometers out from battleships, some cruisers with, you know, shit arcs, you're just, gonna slam those guys. And I mean, you can see a lot of these hits are in areas where there's not fires on that ship. But not really getting any luck here with fires. So again, I'm just taking advantage of the situation that, everybody's focused on somebody else, so just trying to help him out just by shooting. I mean, this guy, he didn't use my earlier smoke screen. I didn't trust that he would actually use my last smoke screen to actually do anything meaningful. I imagined that he was just going to try to, smoke shoot this guy, and he doesn't have the concealment rating to do that. At those distances that I would drop that smoke at, he'd fire once, he'd be spotted, and it would completely negate the entire purpose of me smoking. Pick up another fire on this Gneisenau, and there's just bad RNG here. I'm not able to finish this Gneisenau off, and I make a critical, misplay here because I'm thinking that, I'm gonna be able to get this guy off the table. And I'm turning this way because I predict that this guy's gonna try to get safe in the islands. And, really putting the shots in on the superstructure, and just no fires. This Gneisenau, he's no threat to me. Also, by turning this direction, I'm angled away from the Cleveland, and right now, it's making me extremely difficult to hit. The only problem is here. This Cleveland's hauling ass up here, and I really thought that I'd be able to finish that Gneisenau. Wasn't able to, and now I'm in a position where this Cleveland's gonna be able to zone me out with radar because he's up in here right now, and I'm seeing it right now that shit, this is gonna suck. But I'm looking at it right now, and I don't want to just come back in here because he would be able to kill me being somewhere over here. It'd be a quick shot over to Cap. I want to drag this guy as far away from C-Cap as possible and try to just make him irrelevant the rest of the game. Already this Gneisenau, he's going to have to heal a lot to try to become combat effective again. And I mean, he's gonna need at least 2 heals to do that. So, and you can see what I'm talking about with the maneuverability on display here. I haven't even started throttle jockeying, and I mean, it's already just so maneuverable that, he's gonna have a hard time really hitting me hard like this.
Problem solved, sir.
Cleveland eats a sea mine trying to chase me. Again, these torps are really sneaky when somebody's chasing you because they have very low concealment. and you combine their forward speed with the snail's pace that these torps move at, and you don't have a lot of time to react to them. And I mean, even a ship as maneuverable as Cleveland still eats one. Now I hit the map border, and you know, I'm just gonna keep drawing this guy in. Kind of hoping for. I know that I'm not gonna get these, you know, YOLO torps off, you know, in close to him. So what I'm hoping to do is basically make it so he's gonna turn into the torpedoes, uh, or be able to use AP on him. And unfortunately, he's just bowing to me. I mean, even at this distance, Sims is a hard target to hit. I mean, now that I'm under 5 kilometers, it's, you know, it's pretty straightforward to hit me. And unfortunately, you know, there's just no citadels here. You know, I could have done more if more damage there with you know, with citadels. It's something that actually I may have to spend some time in the training room, because I was pretty sure that close I could actually citadel a Cleveland, but regardless, it didn't work out that way in the game, so that's where it matters. But you look just how far I've drugged this Cleveland out. We're at 935 points now. Um, you know, this graph, this Gneisenau is just now making it over here with the graph Spey. You know, just, you know, out of the fight too long. You know, they're going to contest C right now, but we have decap solidly in our hands. We've got ships already turning back to reset C. Over here we've got, you know, a low health Cossack and Hatsa Haru trying to make a play for, what is that, decap or B-cap. The enemy Benson's low HP, but I mean, Benson is a really rough target for a Hatsu. You get spotted the same. Benson has just a ton more DPM, faster turrets. Uh, Generally, a Benson's going to get the first shot off. Cossack, the alpha on it could, you know, potentially kill this Benson if he's in position to shoot. But I don't think that happens. We're going to get all the way up to 995 points, and Benson's going to kill the Hatsu and kick it back a bit. But, I mean, this game's still in the bag. So, just my thoughts on premium ships. I'll get into it right now while we're waiting for the team. Really, the only reasons to buy a premium ship is, number one, extra credits. 2, extra experience. You get, you know, you get basically a bonus if you're using a premium ship in a battle. It's just one of the perks to having them. A common one that people talk about is captain training. I never gave a piss about captain training for as soon as they brought in the elite commander experience system. I haven't used a premium to retrain a captain in ages. I really these days I'm more focused on the performance of the premium ship. Does it bring something to the table that I would be inclined to bring this ship into ranked, bring it into, you know, some sort of competition. And I do have a lot of premium ships. There are some that I'll probably never go out and buy. I may get them in a crate or something like that, but um, like a Sashio, a lot of people really like that destroyer. I don't think that it's a balanced premium ship, and I have no interest in that ship. Um, Sims on the other hand is amazingly balanced. Um, I've done tier 7 competitions, tier 7 ranked with her. Um, you can do just about anything with the Sims that you would want to do with a destroyer. The team-oriented builds with superintendent. Um, you can set her up as a hell of a knife fighter in a cap. Sims is still one of the most dangerous knife fighters in the game. Um, you can One that people don't talk about often is AA builds. Sims has absolutely disgusting amounts of anti-air. Um, you spec for it, and it's absolutely hysterical that this little tiny destroyer basically turns into a goddamn light cruiser and just wrecks planes. So anyway, getting back to the game, did 88,000. Would have been a lot more. 187 hits, only 5 fires. A little bit better RNG. There'd be some kills. Um, this Scharnhorst may have burned down. This Gneisenau definitely would have burned down. And I mean, even this Cleveland, I could have punished it following up the flood when it ate torpedoes. Um, Sims is a solid boat. I mean, she can gunboat. You know, she can play like a hybrid. I wouldn't really play her like a torp boat. The guns are just too fantastic on her to play her like that. Taking a look, she's a premium, so this is the economics behind her. Sims does make more XP than I think any other premium tier 7 in the game, so um, that can be part of the reason why her base XP is so high. Uh, and that can be a very strong bonus for ranked. I mean, she's the USS Save a Star for a reason. So anyway, this was a video on Sims. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about her, feel free to give me a shout and I will do what I can to get them answered. Just leave it in the comments section below. Hope you guys are having a good night and I'll talk to you later.